Fisk unit. Fisk unit. Fisk unit. Fisk unit. Fisk unit. All right, look, we ain't doing no intro this week. All right, cause I look up and the first thing I see is a couple Fisk unit soldiers being disobedient. Okay. Number one rule when dealing with Fisk Vegas is do not rush him. Okay, you got a better chance of cursing out my mother and living do you have of rushing me and getting away with it. The most disrespectful thing you can do to me is rush me. I see dudes in the chat saying I'm late. Dudes in the chat saying I'm always late. Need I remind you who show this is? Pizzle. If we ain't want to start this mofo till 9 o'clock, we ain't got to start this mofo till 9 o'clock.
We ain't got to.
Last time I checked, the Giants outsiders consist of Fisk Vegas and Kyle Pizzle. Am I right, Pizzle?
I mean, we ain't following no rules.
And the Giants outsiders start when Pizzle and Fisk say it start, right?
Yeah.
Last I checked, you can't be late to your own party.
It is our party.
And we start when we want to.
Yeah.
Talk
what
about
we hear.
Yeah, talking about some I'm late. Rushing me. Better be happy I ain't see that when I hit the go live button. Me and Pizzle would have been chilling backstage for 10 minutes to prove a point.
Technically, we on time because we say so.
Exactly. Start when we say so. We start this thing at 1 o'clock in the morning, and guess what? We on time.
We on time.
Talking about some Fisk Vegas is late. Just smack you through the keyboard. Now let's try this again. We're going to take it from the top. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Giants Outsiders, episode 23. You are now rocking with the hardest voice of sports, the muscle of the Giants community, Fisk Vegas, and he is joined by his esteemed co-host, the 60-minute man, the sharpest sports bettor in America, my man Kyle Pizzle. What's happening, baby?
We really are the muscle of the Giants YouTube community.
Yeah, we really are.
I mean, that's like a true statement.
Yeah, we the backbone. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what this fan base would be without us.
I mean, it's just the truth.
It's facts. It's not even debatable.
I mean, there's some people going through some emotional shit right now with what just happened against the Eagles.
Oh Lord, yeah, we going that we you know what?
You just want to get right into it.
Let's just get that out the way, man. Let's just get it. Just get out the way, man.
That game sucked.
Go ahead, give your rant on the game, and I'll go second, man. What happened on Sunday, Pizzle?
You know what really sucked about it? You know what really sucked about it, Fisk, is that we not only took an ass whooping, we were never even in the game.
Facts.
I mean, at no point was we in that game. At no point. Even, I mean, the best we really did was get to 14 points. You know, get it within 14. 2 scores. Once they got up by 2 scores, they were comfortably ahead the rest of the way. And it seemed like anytime they wanted to turn it on, they did.
Yeah.
Pizzle, is the belt gone? Yeah, she's fucking gone. She's probably in the middle of the country right now, heading over to Philly 500's ass.
Jeez.
But you know, that's the thing about me, Fitz. I can't help. I gotta put it. I'm gonna walk that aisle every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I'm a fucking idiot. Maybe I'm dumb. But I really thought the Giants were gonna give a much better account of themselves than what they did on Sunday. That was fucking pathetic. They weren't. Philly looked much like the more hungry team. They looked so hungry. They looked like they gave a damn. I mean, I don't know how. Like, we didn't even look like we were doing stupid shit. When's the last time you seen a punter just drop the ball on the ground and kick it off the ground, Fisk? What the fuck was that? How do you get to the National Football League and do something stupid like that?
We ain't had a good punter since Fiegel retired.
It's just sad. It was just sad. And then like there's the realization of this, like, you know, not only did it give me pause for this season, but it's given me pause for the future of the Giants going forward. And what I mean by that is it's not like we played the Eagles. It's not like the Eagles are some AFC team that we're going to see once every few, years, right? Or we might see them in a Super Bowl kind of deal. That's a team that's balls deep in our division. Like they in our division. And on top of it, they got, I think it's the Saints draft pick. They're going to get a top 5 draft pick more than likely at the end of the year. They're already a good team, and they've got the likelihood to get better in the offseason. And we couldn't compete with them. Now, I think a lot of what our issues were this past Sunday was the fact that we've got guys that are out, like Adoree Jackson, Xavier McKinney, Leonard Williams didn't play. We've got a terrible linebacking core. Our defense couldn't. I mean, they had 2 easy 80-yard drives on us, Fisk. Third down, no problem. 4th and 7, we're gonna throw a damn go route 30, 40 yards down the field, and we're gonna score a touchdown on it. And it's like, it's really whatever the fuck they wanted to do.
Pretty
Quite
much.
honest with you. I mean, it's depressing to say that, but it was depressing to watch it. They did whatever the hell they want to do. And so, I'm not really concerned. The Week 18 game doesn't really concern me because I really feel like they're going to be in position to rest starters. But going forward, when in terms of next year and the year after that, we have to find a way to build a roster that can compete with that team. I mean, that's just reality because we're not going to win the NFC East if we don't. I'm not worried about the Cowboys long term because they're kind of fucked. But as long as Jalen Hurts is on that a rookie deal, then the Eagles are going to be good. It won't be until they pay Hurts like some ridiculous amount of money to keep him. You know what's so crazy about them, Fisk? Like when I think about what the Eagles did, like this is actually kind of genius what they did. If you really think about it, this is what makes them so good. They went out, they got Hurts on a rookie deal, right? And they're able to go put dudes around him like AJ Brown and go get James Bradbury and like other players on the team, right? And even when their D tackles get hurt, they're able to go out and get Sue and things like that. Linval Joseph and just play like they got a lot of players, but they got a team friendly deal with their quarterback on a rookie deal. They hedged their future by having that draft pick super low so that if Hurts would have went and had a bad season, they would have just drafted a quarterback in this upcoming draft. So it's like, not only have the Eagles done a great job of roster building, but they were already prepared to do whatever they had to do in 2023. That's just the truth. It's crazy to me, like, to think about how well the Eagles organization is running. Like, they're running really, really smooth. And they're doing things great. Like the Cowboys, on the other hand, like, again, like I'm not worried about them long term, but the Eagles, man, that's a team that we have to figure out how to compete with going forward.
Right.
Like, I mean, truthfully, and like it's just concerning to watch a game that means so much to us. Again, I know we were down some.
Did it though?
Man, Fizz, look, I get where everyone's coming from. Like, look, just win the Washington game, just win the Indy game. I get that. And then you're in the playoffs. I understand that logic. However, it's like, do you really want to? I mean, you're playing at Washington this weekend on Sunday night. Like, that game just means just as much to them as it does us. And I'm not saying that what happened last week gives me any cause or concern because we just played Washington a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. But they're coming off of a bye. They're rested. And it's a game that if we lose, Fist, we're fucked. I mean, straight up, we're fucked. If Washington beats us, we are fucked. And we're gonna need help. We're gonna need help.
That stupid tie.
Yeah, well, Like, and again, like maybe you get a cheap win week 18 if the Eagles don't play anybody, right? But then I don't know if the Eagles really want to take 2 weeks off because they're going to get the first round bye, I would guess. Do they really want to take 2 weeks off and not play anybody against the Giants? I don't know. The Vikings, I don't really know what to make of the Vikings. Like, I'm not necessarily scared of them, but they are a good team. They're obviously a playoff team. So we have to find a way in the next 4 weeks to win at least half these games. We have to. And if we don't, there's no making the playoffs. And to be quite honest with you, Fisk, and I'm never one that if you don't make the playoffs, you should tank. But shit, man, to be as close as the Giants have been all year long, to have a winning record most of the year and be in a position where they were 7-2 at one time, if you don't make the playoffs, that's a disaster. It really, it's a disaster. And I'll be honest too. I don't know what it does to the future of Daniel Jones on the Giants as well. That's like another concern that I have that's got me all fucked up too, because I'm thinking about this Eagles team and how we need to compete against them going forward. And I love Danny. I want to continue to support Danny and root on Danny, and I want Danny to be a part of the Giants organization. However, if we pay Danny a good contract, 25, 30 million, whatever the case may be, Fisk, right? Can we put a roster around him? Because we still got to pay some of these other cats. Can we put a roster around him to really compete toe-to-toe with the Eagles in 2023 or even 2024? Like, these are questions and concerns that I have because, the Eagles have shown you when they won the Super Bowl, they had a really good roster with a quarterback on a rookie deal, and they're showing it to you again. Again here this year, they've got a really good team with a quarterback who's playing good football on a rookie deal, and they've had success that way. And the Giants, we're going to have to, if we want to keep Danny, we're going to have to pay him, right? We've talked about this a lot this year, and that's where it's like if you do that, it puts a lot of pressure on Joe Shane to draft well. And by the way, Fisk, if you give Danny that contract, that completely wipes Dave Gettleman out of the picture. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you gave him the contract, he's your dude now. He's not Dave Gettleman's dude anymore. He's your dude because you gave him a contract.
Agreed.
So it puts a lot of pressure on Joe Shane. So I guess really the biggest concern I have from watching that game this past, and I don't think Danny played a terrible game by any means. And again, the lack of playmakers he has around him is absolutely and utter disgusting. It really is. It's really sad. And I don't know, man. Like this Eagles team's a team that's not going to go away anytime soon from us. And if we do make the playoffs, Fisk, the likelihood is we're sitting in a 6th or 7th seed. And if we was to win our first playoff game, we're going to play the Eagles right behind that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like, can we compete against that team that just fucking flipped our skirt this past Sunday?
Okay. First of all, shout out to NY for life. Pizzle already answered that question to start the show. I'm sure Philly 500 is having the time of his life with that belt right now.
He should have it by at least tomorrow.
And shout out to Donnie. Donnie says, Eagles fans got mad at me when I said if Eagles had Minshew, the record would be the same. They acting like Hurts is the MVP over Mahomes. I mean, the guy's 12-1. I mean, realistically speaking, kind of. I mean, look,
like you can't even.
It is what it is. The guy's probably the
MVP.
It is what it is.
Like you can't even shit on him. Like I know we said what we had to say. And credit to Lord Brunson. He said it was Hurts season. I guess it was.
Yeah, look, it is what it is, bro. The guy is they normally do this by the record, kind of like Lamar got it for being 15-1. I remember Mahomes got it over Drew Brees because he had a better record than Brees. So if Hurts keeps up the record, he's probably gonna get that MVP if he keeps up with the record. Shout out to Cody. We went out once we're in no Cody. We're getting massacred by the Niners in the first round, and we're not winning out. Just kill that noise. All right.
I mean, the problem is Cody is like we're lacking talent right now, and it's not even it's like we're hurt, we're injured. Like losing Xavier McKinney is a big problem. Dory Jackson's a big problem. Leonard Williams is a big problem. Saquon Barkley is not 100%.
Even if Saquon Barkley, even if he was 100%, he's I don't. All right, so let's get to the let me give you my take on the Eagle thing.
Yeah.
All right, so first of all, Pizzle, relax. All right, relax. You just chill.
I'm sad.
Chill. They're not that good. The Eagles aren't that good. All right, chill. All right. First of all, the Giants they didn't try Sunday. The Giants' mind is already in Washington. The Giants kind of overlooked the Eagles going into Washington. The Giants showed you how fragile they are mentally. The Giants they waved the white flag on Philly before Philly. Let me tell you something. After that tie, after the Giants tied Washington, they waved the white flag on Philly and they was already focused on Washington. That Giants team you saw on Sunday had no interest in being on that field. They didn't want to play. Like, I'm throwing that game completely out. That game was they didn't try. They didn't try. They didn't care about that game. They didn't. You saw it from the opening drive. Andrew Thomas giving up a sack. Like, he didn't even try. Andrew Thomas, he was looking like a random out there. That's the best left tackle of football. He didn't even try to block. Like, the team as a whole just looked like we don't care. We're on to Washington. That's the game that matters. You know what I'm saying? They waved the white flag on their home turf. There was no effort in that game. None. And so that is what it is. The second thing I took from it is the Giants as a whole are fine. Our pieces are there. It's just that what people have to understand is maybe Devil Fist was right. What was it, episode 17? Remember when I told y'all that Joe Shane waved the white flag on the season at the trade deadline? Remember I told y'all that? I told y'all eventually it was going to catch up to us that we have no playmakers at the wide receiver position. It was going to catch up to us. What you've noticed since the bye week, since the trade deadline, since teams have started to catch up to the Giants and say you're not going to run the ball, what do you get, Pizzle? A lot of man-to-man coverage and a lot of run blitzes. Ain't that what you see 90% of the games?
Yeah.
Teams don't even bother to play zone no more.
Let me ask, what's the deal with what's happening to OBJ?
He's sitting out the season. We're gonna get to him a little later. He's sitting out the season. We're gonna get him
a little early on that.
Yeah, you're a little early on that one. But the thing is, what I'm getting at is when you look at the Giants, we have no wide receivers. You know how bad you have to be on offense for a team to line up on 4th and fucking 7 and go for it with confidence? You know how bad you have to be on offense to go for it on 4th and 7 with confidence? You know how bad you have to be? I'm gonna say it again because I don't think people quite get what I'm trying to explain to you. The Giants' offense is so pathetic that the Eagles on 4th and 7, basically giving the Giants the ball in midfield, said, "Nah, we'll go for it. They won't get a first down anyway." Even if the Eagles is like, well, even if we don't get it, they're not gonna score anyway. We have no receivers.
Yeah, no, they had no respect for us.
No respect. And a lot of that, and it's not Danny, because if you watch the coaches All the head coach, all the opposing head coaches, they throw Danny nothing but praise. They know it ain't him. They're scared of Danny. Ron Rivera had the fear of God in him when he was talking about Danny last week. Sirianni told you because Sirianni felt Daniel Jones' wrath a couple times. They respect Danny. But the problem is they understand that who he gonna throw to? Isaiah Hodgins? Darius Slayton, who can't catch?
Easy.
I don't even know who the other receivers are. Pizzle, Richie James. We didn't even dress Sills. There's no receivers. So all the Giants can do is pluck you. They can pluck you, hit you with a paper cut every now and again, but they can't gash you with a machete. There's no Jason Voorhees machete to take your life out there. All they can do is kill you with death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's all they can do. So when you look at the Giants, I've been telling y'all for years. I made all my videos on my original channel, the 11,000 channel. I made all those videos private because I'm about to do something on that channel. But for those of y'all who followed me for 6 years on YouTube, when I aired out Blake Bortles, when I aired out the Case Keenum teams, when I air out the Baker Mayfield Browns, what do I always tell you about bad quarterback play or bad offenses? Eventually, the defense will quit because the defense has lost faith in the offense. What you saw on Sunday was a defense that said, fuck it. Ain't like fuck it. Because at the end of the day, the offense wasn't going to score. And the defense is just like, there's nothing we can do. So as a whole, Pizzle, the team just said, fuck it. We're on to Washington.
I don't know if I 100% agree with that. But if again, the Washington game is more important than the Eagles game.
Yeah. Pizzle, by the end of the first quarter, their mind was in Washington. Their mind was in Washington by the end of the first quarter. Let's call that what it is, right? So you got that. And then the biggest takeaway, Pizzle, which you have to understand is the Giants' core is intact. We're fine. All Joe Shane has to do is do what every GM has to do and plug some holes. All the positions that the Giants need are easy to get. It's easy to get interior linemen. It's easy to get interior linebackers. It's easy to go get a second and third corner. The important pieces, Pizzle, which is why I disagree with your long-term take of how we're going to compete with the Eagles. We got the quarterback. We got the left tackle and the right tackle. And guess what, Pizzle? That pass rush is a nasty motherfucker. Ojulari and Kayvon, some nasty motherfuckers. And we got Dexter Lawrence. So we got the offensive line intact, the defensive line intact, and we got the quarterback. The three most important things you need on a football team, Pizzle, the quarterback, offensive, and defensive line, are already taken care of. Joe Shane's going to have cap room, and he's going to have extra picks because we traded Tony. I have faith in him. Everything going to be just fine. He's going to get some receivers for Danny. He's going to go get a center and a guard. He's damn sure going to go get some linebackers. And everything's going to be fine. The Giants are not a bad team. The Giants are just currently hurt and lack talent at a position that was the strongest on the team going into the season, Pizzle. The wide receiving core was the strongest position on the field. Yeah. Galladay, Tony, Shepard, Wandale. We thought that was going to be our strong suit going into the season was the wide receiver room. It didn't turn out like that. So all I'm trying to say is we hung in there with Dallas twice. I personally think Dallas is better than the Eagles, but that's a conversation for another day. So all I'm trying to say is the Giants as a whole are fine. The Eagles are not that much better than us. They're just having a better season than us. Next year, when Daniel Jones has weapons and Joe Shane can actually spend a little bit of money and upgrade certain positions on this team, we will beat the Eagles and we're going to beat the Cowboys. We're fine. Nothing has changed. That Eagle game didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. We were going to lose that game anyway. It just happened to be a first round knockout instead of a loss by decision. Instead of the Eagles letting it go to the judges, they knocked us the fuck out. We was gonna lose anyway. So it is what it is. Like this whole notion that the Giants don't got no talent. Imagine how much better we're gonna be next year. Daniel Jones, second year with Dable and Kafka. Okay. Evan Neal. Remember the jump Andrew Thomas took from year 1 to year 2. I expect that when Andrew Thomas was already flat. Not Andrew. Evan Neal. Kayvon next season, Pizzle. Oh my gosh. That kid's going to be a monster next season. Dexter Lawrence is already the best defensive tackle in the league. I mean, we got the talent. We just got to plug in the holes now. We got to plug in the holes, and I think Joe Shane is going to do that, man. I think, Pizzle, long term, there is absolutely nothing to worry about, because guess what, Pizzle? I'm willing to bet you right now, I bet you 10 push-ups that our first-round pick is going to be a receiver, and one of them third-round picks is going to be a receiver. You bring back Wan'Dale Robinson, you bring back Colin Johnson, this Hodgkins guy look like he can play, we're going to be fine at receiver next year. Bellinger in year 2, we're going to be fine, bro. Relax.
Timmy be hating on me.
Shout out to Timmy.
No, he be hating on me.
8 better than 86 equals 8 to 86 equals a drop. Yeah, you know what? And it's funny too, right? Because Daniel Jones doesn't throw his receivers under the bus, but what Daniel Jones will do is stop throwing to a receiver. He ignored Slayton.
It's like Slayton didn't even play the Eagle game.
What's up?
It's like he didn't even play the Eagle game.
Yeah, Daniel Jones made a concerted effort to throw the ball to is it Hodgins? I can't pronounce his name. Hodgins. I'm calling him 18. I ain't got time, bro. He made a concerted effort to throw the ball to 18, man. And I actually think he's not bad. I don't think 18 is that bad. I just don't think that we could block. We couldn't block for Danny at all on Sunday. I mean, it's just like Pizzle. When Andrew Thomas gets beat, you know it's going to be a bad day, bro.
Evan Neal had a bad game too.
What you said?
Evan Neal had a bad game too.
Yeah, but at least Evan Neal, Evan Neal, he's known to have a bad game every now and again.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
He's a rookie, but damn, Andrew Thomas, dude gave up 1 sack all year into the Eagle game. It's like, oh snap! If Andrew Thomas can't block, we really in trouble. Shout out to Timmy again. Sup, Fisk? That ish was a joke, man. Worst game for the O-line the last 3 years. Look. What did I tell y'all on Sunday? Deny. Pizzle. When we see aliens in the sky, what does the CIA do?
Deny.
When the presidents get head in the Oval Office, what does he do?
They deny.
What do Giants fans do when we get smoked by 28 in the first quarter?
We did not.
Exactly. It never happened. Like this game, like it, bro. The number 2 seed in the entire NFC got slaughtered by the Cowboys 3 weeks ago. Y'all remember that game? Things happen. The Cowboys almost lost to the Texans. The Washington Commanders, the team that we just tied with a week ago, beat the same team that just blew our brains out at 1 o'clock. This is the NFL, man. Remember when the Giants beat Russell Wilson in Seattle with Colt McCoy 2 years ago? These things happen, bro. I just like, these things happen. Okay, remember with Tom Brady, what year was it, Pills? What year did he win the Super Bowl versus on the Cincinnati season? Remember when Alex Smith blew out Tom Brady by 30 points?
I don't remember what year that was.
I don't remember what year it was, but the on the Cincinnati only happened because Belichick wasn't trying to hear that shit after getting blown out by 30 points to Kansas City. Alex Smith, not Mahomes, Kansas City. I think it was 2014 because they went on to win a Super Bowl that year. So I think it was 2014. So yeah, it was on the Cincinnati, bro. We're on to Washington. The best of the best get blown out, bro. The year we won the Super Bowl in 07, didn't Eli Manning throw like 4 or 5 interceptions to the Vikings that season?
Yeah, I think he did. It was for sure like 4.
Yeah, at Pistol. Matter of fact, we ended up beating Green Bay in the championship game. They blew us out at home by like 30 points at MetLife. In week 2. I think we played Green Bay week 2 that year. They blew us out by like 30 points that game.
It was bad.
Yeah, because I remember the Giants started off 0-2 and 0-7 in 07 and won the Super Bowl. So
They
I mean,
like
like
90 points in 2 weeks.
yeah, we was horrible. So things happen, man. Like Mahomes last year, right? Mahomes was garbage for a month. Y'all remember that last year when Mahomes was trash for a month with Tyreek Hill on the field? So bad it led to Tyreek Hill demanding a trade in the offseason. He just admitted it on Shannon Sharp podcast. He's like, bro, I was getting like 2 targets a game a lot most of the season. He's like, I had to get up out of there. So I mean, like, yo, these things happen. You know, there's no need to there's no need to like you know, there's no need to break protocol over a bad game. I know one thing, y'all better hit that like button. There's no reason why we ain't got 100 likes yet. Y'all have not hit that like button this stream. Y'all know better. Or y'all hit that like button for real. Y'all bugging right now. Shout out to Jamil the King. Oh, y'all think I'm joking? Y'all think I won't stop talking if y'all don't hit that like button? Yo, Pizzle, it is not moved from 46. I asked him to hit the like button a good 60 seconds ago.
They telling us what to do. They telling us when we're supposed to start, and they ain't hitting the like button.
Oh, y'all want to hit the like button? I ain't bet. Where my water at? I ain't bet.
Damn. We're going dark 30 up in this bitch. Damn.
Oh, yo, Pizzle, you know why?
It don't take nothing to hit the like button, does it?
Nah. Hitting the like button is hard, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, it requires like a lot of thumb work. It requires like a lot of thumb work to like hit the like button. Like, it's like it's killing them, bro. It's killing them.
It must be hard.
I'm gonna give them a pass. Okay, there we go. All right, they hitting it a little bit now. Okay. All right. Shout out to Jamil the King.
But it landed on 69 too, which is like my favorite number.
Oh yeah. Y'all. You freaky. Oh, you a freaky little motherfucker. But you know what? Real quick, speaking of 07, this is Giants Outsiders episode 23. This is the Corey Webster episode. Shout out to Corey Webster, second greatest corner in Giants history, behind Jason Sehorn. Remember, Corey Webster was the starting corner, starting left corner on 2 Super Bowl teams. 2. That man shut down Randy Moss, T.O. in 07. And then in 2011, he shut down Julio Jones. And he shut down Greg Jennings or Jordy Nelson, whoever lined up on his side of the field that year. Corey Webster, one of the greatest Giants corners ever. I don't think Corey get enough credit. But shout out to Jamil the King. He says, we need devil fist today. Team pissed me off. There's no need for devil fist. Listen, Pizzle said it the best. Like, they're just that much better than us this season. They are. This season, they're better than us. The Cowboys are better than us this season. They're just better than us this season. We're not healthy. Joe Shane decided not to give Daniel Jones no weapons down the stretch. It is what it is. My only retort to Pizzle was next season we're going to be fine. And I think we win the division next season. Because when Daniel Jones gets some weapons and Mike Kafka and Brian Dable can dial up some real pass plays, we're going to be a problem. I ain't even worried about the defense. Our defense is gonna be hell. Year 2, Kayvon. Ojulari got 4 sacks already, Pizzle. He got 4 sacks already.
We're gonna need him this weekend.
I mean, this guy Ojulari is a demon. This dude normally, Pizzle, like, yo, you gotta warm up.
Tough that he can't stay on the field.
I'm gonna give him a pass, bro. He's like, because he was healthy all last year. So if he got a little nicked up this year, it is what it is. I'm not gonna place the injury bug on him yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him a pass because he did play all the games last year. So I'm just gonna say he got a little bit hurt this year. He put on a lot of people are saying, like the beat reporters are saying, that he probably put on too much weight and his knee couldn't handle it. They're saying he put on too much muscle in the off season. But yeah, man, our pass rush is gonna be nasty for you. Dexter Lawrence, rookie deal. Ojulari, rookie deal. Kayvon, rookie deal. Woo! Man, please. This Giants team is gonna be fine. Shout out to Timmy. Not gonna lie, that 18 kid looking kind of nice. He made Bradbury look like a joke. He put the okey doke on him in that one play, but then he got sacked. Yeah, Pizzo, I kind of like the 18 guy. I kind of like him.
He's all right.
Now, granted, this is what the Giants have come to, that we like practice squad players, but
we're finding the good and bad.
Yes, we doing our best to make the best of a bad situation when it comes to these.
It's like you got a fucked up car and your friend's like, well, how you like that fucked up car? And you're like, it's all right.
It's all right.
It runs good.
Yeah, it don't make too much. They don't make too many noises. No.
The steering wheel shakes a little bit, but it's nice.
It's cool though. It's cool. Shout out to Crazy Blue Giant. I'm so sick of losing to the Cowboys and Eagles.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, no, we're sick of losing to the Cowboys. We done split with the Eagles a couple years now.
Oh yeah, I mean that is true. That is true.
Daniel Jones hasn't got swept by the Eagles yet, so I mean, we're sick of losing to the Cowboys. That's who we sick of losing to. I ain't even get mad at the Eagles loss. I was mad at the damn Cowboy loss. On Thanksgiving, I was hot. I was hot on Thanksgiving because I feel like the refs cheated us that game. I felt like we could have won that game if the refs didn't continuously kill our momentum. We could have run that damn game. Now, granted, I hate the Eagles. Don't get it twisted. I do hate the Eagles, but I don't fear the Eagles. The Cowboys have just beaten us so much, Pizzle, that I'm just like, when will it stop, bro? Have you ever just felt like that? Like, when is it going to end? When is the misery going to end?
I know it's painful because I fucking hate the Cowboys.
Yes, it's painful losing to Dallas every year, man. That just hurts. Every single stinking year, bro. I'm so sick of that shit. Like I said, bro, we beat the Eagles. We should have swept the Eagles 2 years ago. And then last year, if Daniel Jones was healthy, we would have swept them again. The Eagles really not my concern. They not. And I'm going to do you one better, Pizzle. I don't think the Eagles are going to win a playoff game. I really don't think they're going to win a playoff game. I personally think Dallas, because you can say what you want about Dak, Pizzle. The dude is like 25-4 versus the fucking NFC East. He owns this fucking division, bro. Dak does own the division. His NFC record, if somebody in the chat want to post Dak's NFC East record, he runs this division with an iron fist. Him going against the Eagles in a playoff game really not going to feel like a playoff game to him. He might really ball in that game. And then the 49ers, in my opinion, are the best team in the conference. I personally think the 49ers are the best team in the conference. They're either going to play the 49ers or the Eagles. More than likely, they're going to play the Eagles and they're going to play the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to go to Philly. Because the Giants in Washington are gonna get smoked, because I don't think Seattle's gonna make the playoffs, because Seattle got to play Kansas City, they got to play the 49ers, and they got to play the Rams again. I don't think Seattle gonna win enough games to make the playoffs. I think the Giants and Washington are going to get them last 2 playoff spots. And both teams get smoked in the first round. Giants, Washington, both getting smoked in the first round. So I think the Cowboys are going to smoke Brady in the first round. So I really think the Cowboys are going to beat the Eagles in the second round. I really think that, Pizzle. I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Eagles in the second round, man.
I do think the Cowboys are better than the Eagles for this season. I don't know about going forward, but I think the Cowboys are better. I just think they have the better defense.
They do. And they have the better run game. And they have, in my opinion, I just feel like the thing with the Eagles, Pizzle, is the Eagles are bullies. They're freaking bullies, but like the Eagles are bullies. I would love to see this Eagle team try and bully teams that are in their weight class.
And I know there's probably some Eagle fans in here, but another thing the Eagles have got going for them.
What?
They're like relatively healthy.
Very healthy.
Them motherfuckers don't ever get injured. It's like they're never missing AJ Brown or Smith or Hurts or
one of those seasons, Pizzle. It's just one of those seasons.
Yeah, it's one of those seasons. They're just staying healthy.
Yeah, they're having that. They're just one of those seasons for them. And I'm telling you, I don't see they don't do this. They're not gonna. I love to see them bully the 49ers, the Cowboys, with a healthy Cowboy team, I should say. Because remember, they beat the backup Cooper Rush, sorry ass. They beat him. I love to see them bully. Hell, we played the Ravens. Remember we played the Ravens? When the Ravens were healthy as fuck and beat them.
Yep.
I love to see them bully a Ravens team. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see them bully the Burrow, bully Mahomes, go bully Josh Allen, bully a good team. At least that's the one thing I can say about the Bills, Pizzle. The Bills bully some good teams this year. You know what I'm saying? Like when they beat the Rams was healthy. Cooper Kupp was there. Stafford was there. That was the first game of the season. It was healthy as could be, and they bullied them. They beat the Chiefs in Kansas City convincingly, even though Mahomes kind of made it close. Like Josh Allen was up by 10 points the whole fourth quarter, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Burrow beat the hell out of the freaking Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
I know one thing, Fizz. If Cowboys or Eagles make it to the Super Bowl, if they do, I need somebody in the AFC to make sure they don't win it.
They're not winning. They're not beating any of
I'm
those
just saying.
teams. They're not going to beat it. You know why? Here's the thing. They're not beating. They will not beat Mahomes or Josh Allen. They might get Burrow because I still don't trust Burrow's offensive line. Like when push comes to shove, I don't trust Zach Taylor, and I don't think they can block the Eagles. I don't think they can block the Eagles and the Cowboys in the big game. I don't. Joe Burrow keep it close because he's Joe Burrow, but between Zach Taylor and trying to block them, I'm not sure. But trust and believe. You really think Josh Allen or Mahomes gonna lose to Dak or Jalen Hurts in a Super Bowl?
I hope not.
That shit not gonna happen. You see, the thing is, nobody in the NFC, Pizzle, puts up points like that. Nobody in the NFC puts up points like Mahomes, Josh Allen. They're not doing that. See, they're used to playing the Daniel Joneses, the Jimmy G's and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, the NFC East is definitely taking advantage of a weaker schedule this year because we're going to play the AFC South. Texans are bullshit. Colts are bullshit. Jags are half bullshit. Titans or whatever. So it's not like we're having to play the better AFC teams, for example.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the Eagles and Cowboy defense, it look good, but I tell you what, when they go against teams that are as talented as them, let's see what it look like. That's all I'm saying. Like sometimes we're all Giants fans, and we care about is the Giants. And the Giants aren't the most talented team this year due to injuries. Let's call it what it is. Due to injuries, we're not the most talented team in the world
injuries have taken a toll on the Giants.
Because in the beginning of the season, when the Giants was healthy, we played a whole lot better, especially on defense. But if you're a Giants fan, just ask yourself something. Like just close your eyes and say, Yeah, they did that to us. But you really think they're gonna do that to the Buffalo Bills? You really think they're gonna do that to a team like Burrow or even the Dolphins or a team like the Jets? Because the Jets defense is healthy right now. You think they're gonna smoke them teams like that? No. They do this to the Giants because the Giants are hurt and we have no skill positions at wide receiver. None. So you could talk all this what's his name? Trevon Diggs. You could talk about Bradbury and Darius Slay, but we ain't got no Jamar Chase over here. We don't got that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That dude, Justin Herbert, I had him on my fantasy team. He was garbage for 2 months. Now all of a sudden, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams back. Now Justin Herbert shitting on people again. Them wide receivers matter, Pizzle. Them dudes, Mike Williams.
That's the big debate. Not only with Danny, it's like, well, how good is Danny? Because you don't really know because he never had any receivers.
Yeah, because Justin Herbert was on my fantasy team this year, so I paid more attention to Justin Herbert than I normally would. He was garbage for 2 months. He was so garbage. I had a game. I started Carson Wentz over him. God bless my soul. I ended up starting Daniel Jones like twice over Justin Herbert. He was so damn bad.
Justin Herbert might be my favorite quarterback in the league.
He's good, but without those receivers, he was like a pedestrian.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I think he's like if I was building a team that I had to start like completely scratch, I think I'm getting Justin Herbert.
I'm getting Mahomes. It is what it is.
I'm getting Mahomes. I just really like Justin Herbert.
I like Justin Herbert too, but my whole thing is when Michael Williams and Keenan Allen went out there, he ain't look too good. He's out there struggling like Danny was. The only difference is Daniel Jones' coaching staff. Well, here's the difference though. Daniel Jones' coaching staff not gonna let him throw bombs to randoms like Herbert was. Yeah. Herbert's out there throwing bombs to the 5th and 6th string receivers and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Daniel Jones, like Dable and Kafka's like, Danny, we not about to sit here and throw these passes to these sorry ass receivers, bro. This ain't gonna work, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. But my point is, look at Tua before he got Tyreek Hill, man.
I know. It's there's multiple examples of that. Not only Tua, but Jalen Hurts.
Facts. AJ Brown
played the last game that Jalen Hurts played in 2021 was the playoff game against the Buccaneers.
Horrible.
He was horrible. They were down 31-0, I believe, at one time, and they got like 2 TDs at the end for like garbage time. But he looked horrible. He looked god awful, and the Eagles put themselves in a position, like I said, to draft a quarterback in 2023 because they didn't trust him. They get him AJ Brown, and all of a sudden he's a different man.
Yep.
And so the thing with Danny is like Tua, people were talking about how like Tua really wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden Tua's like, he's balling.
Facts.
I mean, he really is. The Dolphins, and I don't know how good the Dolphins really are, but they have one of the most explosive offenses in the league.
Pretty
and
much.
A lot of that's got to do with because of their receivers.
No, Jalen Waddle and Tua put the fear of God in the defense.
Yeah.
Look at Kyler Murray. He took a big step when Hopkins got there. That shit mattered. And look at you know what? On our own division, let's stay in the division, Pizzle. That dude Amari Cooper saved Dak's life a couple years ago. Dak was struggling before Amari Cooper got there. They let go of Dez Bryant. Dak was looking bad. Then they made that Amari Cooper trade and he took off. And then CeeDee Lamb makes one spectacular catch a week for him at this point. Like every week CeeDee Lamb does something that just makes me go, damn, that dude good. So I mean, I just think Daniel Jones, he's so good, man. Like when you watch Trubisky, Pizzle, when you watch Trubisky go into a game and throw a gazillion picks, it makes you appreciate Danny. And I'm going to tell you why, Pizzle. Tell me if you agree with me or not.
Yeah, I go ahead. I know what you're about to say.
Daniel Jones had nothing Nothing. And outside of Andrew Thomas, his entire offensive line might be trash. Well, Evan Neal, he all right, but y'all get where I'm going with this. He doesn't fuck it up for us. That's, in my humble opinion, Pizzle, that's the sign of a great quarterback. Because if Daniel Jones was as bad as everybody says he is, you'd see the picks, you'd see the fumbles. We wouldn't compete at all. He's the only reason we're competitive in these games, because he goes out there and he's just so cerebral. He makes the right plays and he makes the best of what he has. He's not out there like Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston just doing dumb shit all game. He's not out there like Trubisky doing dumb shit. Matt Ryan doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
He's not out there like that.
He's really not turning the ball over at all.
At all. He really doesn't.
He just doesn't move the ball down the field, but I still think that's because there's no playmakers with him.
And the coaching staff don't. And the one thing about this coaching staff is they don't trust the receivers. They have no faith in these receivers because they don't even try to scheme open like Pizzle. The last time we saw Wandale, that dude Wandale was running deep crosses like Tyreek Hill, all kind of shit, right?
Yes.
That's because they had trust in him. So what I'm trying to say is, if the coaching staff had trust in these receivers, they will be running more routes, because we saw Wandale run the motion deep cross slot thing that they ran in Kansas City. He ran that. Daniel Jones got hit on the play, but that should have been like a 60-yard touchdown. Wandale was wide open on that shit. You know,
it's like Fist, like it's crazy to me how Daniel when he had his dudes out there, and granted, he never had Tony basically this year. Let's be honest, he never had Tony. I know Tony was on the Giants early in the year, but he never was a part of this team.
Bro, Tony played one game with us as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't play. Kenny Golladay is a joke. That motherfucker's a joke. That's it. You want to talk? I mean, he's a joke. And Wandale, I don't even know how he really built any chemistry with Wandale, because Wandale got hurt immediately the first game. He comes back, he plays a few games, and then he's been out ever since. And Sterling Shepard, looked like he was getting ready to have a good year. He got hurt. I genuinely feel bad for Danny.
I do too.
I really do. I just genuinely feel bad for him. And if the Giants do move on from him, and I don't think either one of us want that, but if they do, I'm honestly going to feel sorry for him, because it really wasn't his fault.
I won't, because he's going to be in a whole better situation if they do move on.
Sure, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, when a team moves on from you, you kind of might have to feel like, well, I didn't get the job done. But I don't believe that. I just feel like it was just such unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah.
And
the owner said it.
Yeah, it sucks.
You know what you sound like right now, Pizzle? You sound like this quote. This Vegas is having a premonition. I'm remembering something. Somebody real important. The most important person in Giants Nation. I can't remember his name right now, but he said, and I quote, "We've done everything in the world to screw this kid up." I wonder who said that. When the guy who cuts the checks says we've done everything possible to screw this kid up, that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
That tells you all you need to know.
Yep.
So don't take Pizzle word for it. Don't take Fist Vegas word for it. Take John Merrill word for it. Because if there's anything we know about these NFL owners, Pizzle, when they don't like a fucking quarterback, they get his ass up out of there. Jeffrey Lurie couldn't stand Carson Wentz. What's my man name in Irsay? Irsay couldn't stand Carson Wentz. When these teams don't like a quarterback, what's his name? What you call it? Couldn't stand Dwayne Haskins. Snyder. When these teams don't want a quarterback, they get them the fuck up out of there. No hesitation. When the owner don't want you, that's your ass. John Mara's not letting Danny go anywhere, Pizzle. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. I don't I mean that's obviously, on down the road, but Danny, beating Washington this Sunday makes a great case for him.
Yeah, it does. It really, really
You
does.
really, I mean, and here's the thing too, is like if he's able to get this team into the playoffs with considering like having this back into the season with no weapons, it's an unbelievable feat on Daniel Jones's part. It
Fact.
really is. It's a huge accomplishment. And one that I hope he gets rewarded for.
He will. Even if we back into the playoffs, he's going to the playoffs. Shout out to Timmy. Pizzle, you bring up the hate. You bring the hate upon yourself. I want us to be cool, but you keep bringing up filth and hyping it up like he's actually good.
Darius Slayton going to redeem himself this week.
He better.
He gonna redeem himself.
I need one bomb from Slayton. That's all I want, Slayton. I'm not asking you to catch no third down comeback route. I'm not asking you to catch a first down slant route. We got 18 for that. Can you catch one bomb, Slayton? Can you give us one play action bomb, Slayton? That's all we want, Slayton. Can we get one Dallas play from you, bro? Just make one play like that bomb he caught on Dallas. Just do that one time versus the Commanders, and we good, bro. You have served your purpose, man. Just one time, bro. Just make one play. Because I don't think Daniel Jones will ever throw him the ball in an important moment ever again in his life. I don't think he's going to do it. Yo, this dude Daniel Jones reluctantly threw him a couple passes on Sunday, bro. He wanted nothing to do with Slayton, bro. Nothing. And I don't even blame Daniel Jones because it's like, if you Danny, you going to drop another game-winning ball versus Washington? Another one versus Washington of all teams? You going to do this versus Washington again? Really, bro? It's like, if that ain't PTSD Pizzle, I don't know what it is, man.
Well, I think my boy Slay about to have a big game. Just for Timmy.
I hope so. Shout out to Admirable Smoke. Remember, supporting Big Fish can support small businesses. Cop Pizzle, don't worry. Our assistant GM helped build the current Eagle team. We are on course to dominate this division. Oh, that's another point too. Black guy too. Think his name is Brown or something like that.
Brandon Brown.
Brandon Brown. Yeah, he helped build that team in Philly, man. We in good hands, bro. We're in good hands, man. And Pizzle, remember, bro, we got the three most important things: offensive line, defensive line, quarterback. We have the three most important things you need to be a successful football team. We have that, Pizzle. We got the best left tackle in the NFL and the best defensive tackle in the NFL. And Kayvon Ojulari, a freaking man. That's everything I thought it would be, Pizzle. That's like watching Tuck and Ozzy again, man.
Gonna need him on Sunday.
Yeah, we definitely gonna need him on Sunday.
Gonna need him on Sunday.
Shout out to this punk ass Washington fan. Christian says DJ winless on primetime and is away. Bro, he's not winless in primetime games. Okay? That game versus Green Bay in London was a standalone primetime game in London. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
That is kind of true. That is, yeah, I mean, that's a standalone game.
That was a primetime game. Just because it was early in the morning in America, don't mean that shit weren't primetime in London. It was primetime in London.
Thing is, man, three of those games were against like Brady.
Yeah, three of them were against Brady. One in New England, two in fucking Tampa.
So I ain't having that.
I'm not high, Joey Beans. Go look at PFF. Andrew.
But Thomas, I will say, let me say, going back to the D line or whatever, like, can we I obviously want Danny to do his thing, but can we rely on somebody else other than Danny to win the damn game?
No, because our next topic after I catch up with these super chats is that fucking Saquon. So no. No, it's Danny a bust because I'm about to air Saquon the fuck out because it's Danny a bust. It's fucking sad, but it's Danny a bust. It's him a bust. If Danny's not superhuman, we ain't winning. Because God knows number 26, who had the fucking balls to ask for $16 million a year on the bye week and then drop that ball versus Dallas. He got a lot of fucking nerve. I'm getting tired of this Saquon shit. I'm tired of this shit. And I've been holding it in because he was having a good year and we was winning. But that dude Saquon was in the fucking backfield when we took them QB sneaks last year with Joe Judge. I'm tired of y'all trying to fucking tell me that Saquon Barkley is the best player on this fucking team. He's not. I'm sick of y'all trying to tell me this team goes as Saquon goes. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. It's not true. This dude Saquon Barkley is not Derrick. He ain't Derrick Henry. He ain't Adrian Peterson. He's not Marshawn Lynch. He ain't carrying us like that. Derrick Henry versus Mahomes versus freaking Lamar Jacksons and shit. Derrick Henry was going out there getting a $150, 200. You wouldn't stop, and they was loading the box to stop Derrick Henry because Mike Vrabel didn't give a fuck. Derrick Henry was getting 30 carries a week no matter what. Adrian Peterson with a wide receiver playing quarterback ran out there, won MVP over Peyton Manning. Didn't give a fuck. So don't give me this bullshit that, oh my gosh, Saquon don't got enough talent around him. No. He's got a decent offensive line that can run block. We can't pass block. We can run block. And he's got a quarterback that can run. Read options and all kind of shit for him. And he ain't getting it done. Pizzle lives in Tennessee. He know what I'm talking about. If you swap Derrick, how old is Saquon? 25?
Oh no, I think he's like
26 at the
26.
Oldest. That's the oldest. If you swap 26 Saquon with a 26-year-old Derrick Henry, are we 7-5 right now, Pizzle?
I don't. To me, it's I don't know how the hell you could even watch Saquon and say, yeah, we gonna give that dude a contract.
There's no way in hell, bro.
There's just no way to me.
There's no fucking way. Zeke, essentially, we gonna keep it in the division. When that boy Zeke, before he, when Zeke was in his prime, because they ran Zeke into the ground his first 5 years. But them first 5 years Zeke was in the league, when did Zeke ever have bad games? When? If Saquon want that kind of money, bro, he needs to roll out of bed with 100 yards. Period. I need to be able to pencil Saquon in for 100 yards and a touchdown and like 3 catches a week, no matter what. No matter what. Period. Period. I'm not trying to hear this shit. Fuck that, bro. This dude, it's Daniel Jones' fault. Daniel Jones should have threw Saquon a better ball. My black ass, I watched Christian McCaffrey jump 50 feet in the air to catch one of them Jimmy G medicine balls. Nah, fuck that. Make a play for your quarterback, bro. Make a play for your quarterback, man. I'm tired of this Saquon Barkley shit, yo. We tried. Pizzle. Ain't that our whole game plan? Get a ball to Saquon?
Yeah.
Why he ain't producing?
And the O-line, the O-line's not playing well, but he's just got no burst.
He's got to just make plays, break a tackle, juke somebody. You were touched by the hand of God, damn it. Go perform go perform a miracle. Period. I'm tired of this shit. Now Saquon need to be held accountable. Because y'all want to blame Daniel Jones for everything. I go on Twitter, Pizzle, and all people want to talk about is the coaches there don't trust Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has to be better. What? You can't have your cake and eat it too, Pizzle. They tell us all the time that Saquon is the best player. Right?
Yeah.
So why y'all bitching about Danny if Saquon the best player? Make it make sense, Pizzle.
I can't. I honestly can't. It doesn't. Saquon is, he had some burst at the start of the year, right? There was some. He was making. I mean, you could argue that he was the reason why we won the Titans game, but I don't even know what week it was that he's just fallen off. and there's been no production. They ran Gary Brightwell a shit ton on Sunday.
Yeah,
He's
he ain't
supposed to
been
be the
right
third
since the
running back
Texans
coming
game.
into the season.
He ain't been right since the Texans game. That's the last good game Saquon had. Is it the 30 carries?
I'm not sure.
But Pizzle, we gave him them 30 carries coming out the fucking bye week. He should be fresh. It's not like we gave him 30 carries.
I mean, they're acting like there's a shoulder issue and this and that, and I don't know, man.
Then sit your ass down then.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way I kind of feel too.
I hate when NFL players do that. If you're hurt and you can't contribute to helping the team, sit your ass down. Sit. Because Gary Brightwell looks better than you right now. Am I lying?
Yeah, no, he 100% does.
I'd rather give Gary Brightwell 30 carries a game than giving to Saquon at this point. Because Saquon act like he don't want to get hit. I'm annoyed, bro. And I hate to come down on Saquon.
I'm annoyed because they and I say they, I mean it's a lot of guys on Twitter and stuff like that, but they just always pinpoint to Danny. They always go straight to Danny. And it's I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay, where's the Kenny Galladay hate? Where's the Saquon Barkley hate? Because he deserves some. You know, where is that? Where is this hate for these other guys that we're not, clearly like losing Xavier McKinney was a big deal.
We ain't been able to tackle since.
Yeah, we haven't been able to, and so like he deserves some heat for being stupid off the field.
Fucking ATV.
Yeah, breaking his fucking hand. And so it's like, again, you're only able to sit there and judge Danny the way you judge Danny because he's out there actually trying to play. Whereas,
and that's another thing. That dude, Fabian Monroe, give him a pass because he ain't supposed to be guarding number one fucking receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
He was good when he was on the 2, when Adoree was out there. But damn it, he's not a number one corner.
And by the way, the Adoree thing pisses me off too because that's one of Daboll's dumbest decisions because Richie James obviously had a bad game in Seattle and he fucking panicked and he put Adoree at punt returner. You put your best cornerback at punt returner and he gets hurt and now it's affected us the last 2 weeks.
Which is just fucking dumb.
It's just dumb.
It's just fucking dumb. I mean, it's punt return. Like, what the fuck?
I know. It's like you're just asking for fucking trouble.
It's been like one punt return the whole year. What was it, the Patriot game? Do y'all remember another punt return besides the Patriot one? Chat. Me and Pizzle bugging right now. Can y'all give me one punt return besides the Patriot game? One. And you putting our best cornerback there like he fucking Deion Sanders or something. If it's Deion Sanders and he might take it to okay, fine. I get it. If it's Deion Sanders or fucking Devin Hester or something like that.
He's not even like that.
Thank you.
Pac-Man Jones?
If he was Pac-Man Jones, I get it. But Adoree is not. Yeah, like you said, Pizzle, Adoree not even like that. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, when you Deshaun Jackson, you can make $20 million a year in return punts because you like that. That's part of the reason why they're giving you the contract. You feel me? But, nah, bro. Like, when you're Odell Beckham and you want to return punts, or you Patrick Peterson and you want to return punts, it's kind of worth the risk because we know once or twice a year you might break one. But I don't never remember Adoree Jackson being like that, though.
He wasn't even really like that at USC in college. It's bad. It's bad.
It's bad, man. Fucking bad. Shout out to Kano. Shout out to Kano. Remember, supporting Big Fisk is supporting small businesses. I've been saying this for weeks now. Why the fuck we not playing Landon Collins as linebacker or strong safety. Why the fuck we don't got Rodarius Williams at cornerback too? Wink out here acting like he don't see the problem. Well, that's because Rodarius is in the doghouse. Let's just call that what it is. Rodarius must have said something, must have been late to a meeting. Rodarius is in a doghouse. Can we agree on that, Pizzle?
Yeah, there's something going on that we don't have information to.
Because Rodarius is playing good for us earlier this year. He actually filled in pretty good for us earlier this year. So for him not to be playing, he's in the doghouse. As far as Landon Collins go, he might just be fucking washed, bro. He might just be washed.
Yeah, I think he's washed. Because he's not playing.
He's not playing. I'm 99% sure that if these dudes could play, they'd be on the field, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 99. Same thing with Galladay, bro. Like, they tried to bring Galladay back. And he fucked up.
Yeah, they let him come out and say, like, yeah, my head's right. Yeah. He sucked.
2 straight games.
Kenny Galladay, to me, is like one of the biggest failures of this team in the last 5-6 years.
Outside of them quarterback contracts with Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson and Kyler Murray, outside of them horrendous quarterback contracts,
yeah, but
that Galladay contract.
Everybody talked about how bad the Nate Solder contract was, but in my opinion, Galladay's contract is way fucking worse.
This is Albert Hainsworth territory bad right now, bro.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's a great comparison because how Hainsworth was supposed to come in and make plays, and Galladay was supposed to come in and be a number 1 receiver and do this and that and be the guy for Danny, and he's terrible. He's been on this team for 2 seasons. He's been on the team for 2 seasons, Fisk. He doesn't even have a touchdown.
Oh, that's right. He still ain't got no touchdown.
He still ain't got a touchdown.
Fucking A, bro. At least Nate Solder had that one good year with Eli, that first year. At least he had one good year. Like, Galladay can't even give us that shit.
He can't give us shit.
I mean, that might be the worst signing.
He don't have a touchdown, Fisk.
It's the worst signing in Giants history. Let's call it what it is.
It's definitely up there.
Hey, chat, can y'all think of another Giants player that we signed that has been worse than Galladay? I mean, I can't think of one player. I mean, I hated Olivier Vernon, but damn, Olivier Vernon was never this bad.
No.
I mean, because I can't.
I'm telling you, it's got to be. It's got to be the worst.
I can't think of another one, Pizzle.
He doesn't have a fucking touchdown, Fisk. He's a receiver.
On a team with no receivers.
17.
Darius Slayton has been better than him in the last 2 years.
That's like a girl. That's like a girl in the school. They're only like they're 50 dudes. 50 dudes in the class. There's 3 girls in the class, and she can't find a date.
Yes, that's a her problem. That's definitely a her problem.
She can't get a date.
Damn, bro. Damn.
17 games last year, regardless if he played all of them or not. And then we've played, 13 games this year?
Yep.
He's played 30 games. He's had 30 games on his contract. He don't have a fucking touchdown, Fist.
Like I said, Slayton been better than him.
Maybe 31 games. It doesn't fucking. It's somewhere around the ballpark of 30 something.
Brandon Marshall wasn't this bad.
Yeah, Brandon Marshall wasn't this bad.
Because at least Brandon Marshall had an excuse. He got hurt. You know what I'm saying? At least Brandon Marshall had an excuse.
I would get my ass kicked if I was in the Giants locker room after game days, because I would go in there and I would just be a smart ass. And I mean, I would just come out and say it. I'd be like, Kenny, how you play 30-some games? You ain't got a fucking touchdown, my man.
I'm sure somebody that gave him the riot act. Somebody in that locker room.
I just get my ass whooped.
You know another thing. You know what gets on my nerves with the Giants too. Now, granted, I'm not in the locker room. I don't know, but the Giants need an asshole in that, like the Giants, like, every team gotta have like a Shannon Sharp, or who else would be
Let me
good
let
at
me
that?
say let me say this, Fizz.
Richard Sherman.
Do you know Jahadi Ward?
Yeah.
For those that don't know, 55 on the Giants defense. You know that he has not Pizzle, because he clearly likes Pizzle. You know he has a bunch of content creators that make content here on YouTube and on. You know he has a bunch of them blocked.
Are you serious?
No, that's a known fact.
What's his Twitter handle?
Uh, I'm serious. He's
I ain't never said the motherfucking name before, so I'm curious.
The reason I it's Jahadi Ward 17 at Jahadi Ward 17. JIHADWARD 17. This is not blocked. But a lot of content creators that you know of.
JIHA
D.
D.
And then Ward, WARD.
There he is.
17.
Oh, your Big Fist ain't blocked either. All right, cool.
But a lot of content. So the reason I say this is because a lot of the content creators that you know are blocked by him. And I say that because there are some dudes on that, maybe not all of them, but there are some dudes on that team that listen. They listen to shit that they see on Twitter and YouTube.
I know Kayvon heard that fucking podcast because he's been a beast ever since.
That I'm just saying they listen. They really, really do. And so it's so that's why, like, a lot of times I don't like and I don't know if Danny's on there, but a lot of these dudes, they say a lot of shit, and I don't feel like it's justified sometimes. And I think the reason why Jahadi Ward's got some of them dudes blocked is because some of them dudes were talking out their ass.
Pretty much.
And guys like Kenny Galladay, for example, he's the one that actually deserves to be getting shitted on.
Pretty much.
So, a lot of people don't think that the Giant players like listen to the content. They really do.
They most definitely
They
do.
definitely do. There's no it's not a coincidence that a guy like him is blocking certain content creators. And it happens to be some of the guys that you see on YouTube. I mean, because why would it be those guys and not just some random dudes? So again, I'm not saying all of them are listening. I don't believe that for any means, but there are some of them that are listening.
And the thing too, Pizzle, is, like I said, I know some of the players listen to me, but the thing is, like, I know some of the fucking coaches do too. And that's why I felt so bad when I ripped Joe Shane. I really did, but I was so mad. Like, I wish I could take that stream back. I really wish I could take that Joe Shane stream back, even though I was right. And as we sit here, Pizzle, going into week 15, I think. This is week 15 because it's 18 weeks. It's week 14. As we go into week 14, I was right. He fucked our season over by not replacing Tony. He did. Because now Saquon the offense is bad. We have no playmakers at receiver. And I watched Jerry Jeudy catch 3 touchdowns on fucking some. I'm just like, come on, bro. But the point I'm trying to make is I felt bad for ripping Shane. Oh my gosh, I did. That's the one stream I was just like, fuck. I wish I could take that one.
You just gotta be careful what you say. But some dudes deserve it. Some dudes don't.
Yeah, I was like, in my mind, I ain't gonna lie to you, Pizzle. There was a piece of me in my mind, I was like, yo, I'm never getting a training camp pass.
I will say this, Joe Shane, I don't necessarily say that I'm like, I don't know if I'm still like in the honeymoon phase with him where it's like he can do no wrong. Like I ain't gonna be mad at him, but like this offseason, this upcoming off, like I'm gonna be watching him closely.
Like he on the hot seat.
You better make sure this shit's right. Because if they can if we get a winning season this year, I should 1000% expect a winning season next year. 100%.
I expect us to have a more
And
I
again,
expect
if
us
we
to be
make
dominant next year.
the playoffs, I'm gonna expect to make the playoffs next year.
Yeah, this is a recurring theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we do it this year, there's no, that's the standard going forward, you know. But shout out to NY for hey yo, check this out. A Giants person who listens to the podcast, can you please tell Joe Shane I'm sorry? Okay. I was right, but I'm still sorry. My bad. All right, my bad. Even though I was right, my bad. I ain't have to go in like that. I didn't have to. I ain't had to shit on the man for 2 hours like that. My bad. Let him know Big Fisk is sorry. Okay, my bad. Even though I was right. My bad. My bad. But shout out to NY for life. Eagles have one ring. Simple as that. Yeah, they got a French fry pizzle.
Yeah.
They got a French fry.
They got a French fry.
That's it. They got a French fry, bro. Shout out to Timmy Pizzle. Damn. He says, Pizzle, I already told you that you wasn't here for Ingram. If you think bums hate is bad, if you think Slayton's hate is bad, you haven't heard Fisk and not shit on Ingram game after game. Yeah, I went in on Ingram.
But let me just say this, Timmy. You can't. I don't view certain guys the same way. You know, Ingram, in my opinion, always got hyped in training camp. He always got. Everyone said how great he was going to be. He was a first round draft pick. You know, all these expectations. Excuse me. And when he shit the bed, it's like that's different than a guy that's a fifth round draft pick and doesn't have expectations. This and that. They're not the same thing. I understand if each one of them has a drop that like I get that, like I understand that point, but there's no expectations with Slayton. With Ingram, there was always expectations. And look what Ingram just did this past week. He ain't done fucking squat.
I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk. I was so pissed.
He ain't done shit in Jacksonville all year long. And then all of a sudden he has this one crazy ass explosion. That's just Evan Ingram.
Fucking Evan Ingram. Man, you know what, bro? I tell people all the time. Eli Manning got a lot of tight ends paid, bro. Kevin Balls, Larry Donnell, Martellus Bennett, Jake Ballard. Eli Manning made a lot of tight ends some money. Evan Ingram sucked for him. You say what you want about Daniel Jones. What was the Evan Ingram excuse for fucking Eli Manning, bro? I'm like, at some point, Evan Ingram no, I don't care what he do in Jacksonville. When he was in a Giants jersey pizzle, it did not work. He had 2 years with Eli, he had 3 years with Danny because they gave him the 5th-year option. So he had 2 years of Eli, 3 years of Danny, and that shit did not work. It didn't work. It just didn't work.
Yeah. Didn't work.
Now, Pizzle, I want to put a bow on Saquon real quick. Okay. How about this? Well, let me do Timmy super chat. Shout out to Timmy. He says, there's no expectations. Does Slayton have bombs thrown to him? Okay, then. If you get targeted, you're expected to produce results as simple as that. No, Timmy, you're right. But at the same time, like,
I don't expect nothing from Slayton.
No, it's not that I don't expect nothing from Slayton, but here's the thing, Timmy. Slayton is a 5th-round pick that came out of nowhere in 2019, okay? Slayton's a 5th-round pick, okay? And Slayton was also going to get cut until he took a pay cut. Slayton took a pay cut to be on the team this year.
He did actually a nice thing. He took a pay cut on a team that ultimately ended up not having any receivers.
Exactly. So he lucked up. You got to understand, Timmy, as much as we shit on Slayton, and is deservedly so, because when you're on the field, you have to produce. I don't hate Slayton the way I hated Ingram. Because Ingram was a 1st-round fucking pick. 1st-rounder. Ingram was fucking, what did he run, like a 4.3?
He had freakish stats.
Yes, Ingram was like Saquon at tight end, bro. Immaculate fucking combine, all kind of shit. Ingram was supposed to be that dude. Okay, he was Kyle Pitts. All right, he was supposed to be the Kyle Pitts for the Giants. And that dude stunk. He stunk. It's just like, that's different. It's the expectations, man. You're not expecting nothing out of a 5th round pick, bro. But what did we draft Ingram? 13th? 12th? 13th? Something like that?
I don't even remember. It was so bad.
All I know is we drafted his ass over Mahomes, damn it.
I want to say it was like actually in the 20s.
Oh,
Maybe it was like 19. What was it?
Didn't Aaron Donald go to pick right before him? It was 23rd.
Is it 23rd?
Man, that's still
I thought it was somewhere in the 20s.
Man, that's still a high ass pick though, bro.
It's a 1st round draft pick.
Yeah, Odell Beckham was 3rd. Yeah, it was 13th. Yeah, Odell Beckham was 13th. Okay, I got it twisted here. But that's another.
And that's the thing too. The Giants, and you're not only talking about that, but the Giants have failed in some draft picks. When you look at some of the guys around them, like they just have, man. They like, I got that video going around. Which, by the way, Fisk, I'm pissed off. So I don't know. I made this viral video a couple years ago about Devontae Smith. I got Barstool Philly fucking replaying my shit on Twitter. These motherfuckers can't even tag me.
Yeah, you know what, Pizzle? That's why my logos are all over all of my content. Because
it just pisses me. It's like I made some content that's funny, little goofy, whatever. But anyways, what I was going to say about that was I was throwing a fit about Devontae Smith, and I should have been throwing a fit about Michael Parsons, because we should have.
No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
Man, I think so.
No, you know why, Pizzle? Because Michael Parsons was supposed to be a middle linebacker. They was comparing him to Patrick
Cowboys. Got lucky on him. I know the Cowboys
got very lucky on that.
But he might be the best player in that draft.
He might be, but Pizzle, let's call a spade a spade. If the NFL knew he was gonna rush the passer, he would have went right after Trevor Lawrence did. They only Pizzle, you think the Eagles would have fucking took Devontae Smith if they known Parsons was that dude?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
a lot of teams fucked up.
Yeah,
and the Giants
got
were one of them.
Lucky.
I know.
Very lucky. There's no bro. He's going straight to the Jets. Yeah. Didn't Zach Wilson go 2nd in that draft?
I think so.
He's going Parsons' ass was going straight to the Jets. Trevor Lawrence is going number 1 regardless. But Michael Parsons' ass is going straight number 2 to the Jets. If the world knew he was going to rush the passer like that. He was a middle linebacker, bro. They was comparing him to Patrick Willis because he was so fast. This is the fastest linebacker since Patrick Willis. He's going to be the next Patrick Willis. Yeah. Anybody fucking say he was going to be the next Lawrence Taylor?
I know.
Shit. Kayvon went 5th. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kayvon went 5th. Trevin Walker went 1. Aiden Hutchinson went 2nd.
I know.
Motherfuckers ain't playing when it comes to these pass rushers.
I know.
Micah Parsons going 13th was a fucking travesty. That's some fuck the cow. The Cowboys got so fucking lucky, bro. But
not to change the subjects, but I'm really excited to get to my pick this week.
Oh yeah, so yeah, getting back on topic. So I have a video dropping tomorrow about Odell, but here's the deal with the Odell because it ties into the Saquon Barkley question I want to ask you. Now that we know Odell's not coming to the Giants this year, right? Because he's not going to be healthy enough to play till January. He's not even worth signing if he doesn't want to step on the field till January, all right? If we don't bring in Odell, what's the purpose of bringing Saquon back?
Yeah, but I don't. If we don't bring Saquon back, I don't even know if Odell wants to come here.
Ding, 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 ding.
You know what I'm saying?
Ding, 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 ding. That's my point. So I ask you, Pizzle, if what's your number for Saquon?
I ain't bringing Saquon back.
I'm talking about if you were to bring Saquon back, what's your number?
Man, I don't know. I've given up on Saquon. I've given up on him, Fist.
Oh wow.
I'm done with Saquon. He can't play a full season at this point. He's shown that he can't do that. Let's be honest. This year, he's fading. He's not even if he gets to the playoffs, he's not going to be even half of what he is. Last year, took him all year long to get healthy from his ACL. Previous year, ACL. Right? There's no question he makes some ESPN, type highlight plays every now and then. But he's done. I have no intentions of wanting the Giants to bring Saquon back. None. I'm done with that. I'm done with it. It's Danny is the guy that you have to bring back on the offense, in my opinion. But you've got to put some weapons around him.
Agreed.
And I just feel like, to me, Saquon, it's done. Like, it's over. Giant fans have to move on from that. It didn't work. We drafted him. A lot of fans were excited when we got him. We got him with Eli. It's done. Like, it's over. It's over. Like, it's never going to be. I don't think Saquon can even play a full year without getting banged up. You know, another thing, Fist, like when I was at the Titans game, or the Titans and Giants game week 1, one thing I noticed about Saquon was he's not, like, in person, he's really not that big of a dude. Like, he's got he's got these monster legs, but he's really not that big of a guy.
I can believe that.
He's really not. He's not that big. So I just don't know if his body can take the wear and tear. I really don't.
I don't think it can either.
So I'm just saying, you've got the last 3 seasons, Saquon has shown that he cannot play a full season. Sorry. It's this reality. We need guys, we need multiple running backs on team-friendly deals that can just get the job done. That's it. In order to pay some of these guys, Fizz, in order to pay like Leonard Williams and Dexter and Lawrence, you can't pay everybody. You can't. You can't pay Dan. You can't just keep paying you can't do it. I know we're gonna have money, but you just can't. Like, you're gonna have to cut your losses somewhere. And to me, you got to cut bait with Saquon.
Hey, Pizzle. When's the last time you seen a team with a superstar quarterback, or not even superstar? When's the last time you seen a team with faith in their quarterback pay their running back? When? Kamara doesn't count because he's basically a wide receiver.
I mean, what about Zeke?
No, but Zeke, remember, Jerry had no faith in Dak. That's why he paid Zeke.
Okay, yeah.
Remember, you think Jerry would have gave Zeke $70 million if he knew he was going to give Dak $40 million a year? Think about that. If Jerry thought Dak was worth...
Listen, if they move on from Danny and pay Saquon, I will be fucking shocked.
I'll be stunned. Especially the guy coming from Buffalo, where they don't emphasize running backs. Please.
Fucking stunned.
I'll be stunned. But the point I was getting at, though, the Chargers let go of Melvin Gordon because they had Phillip Rivers. Steelers let go of Le'Veon Bell because they had Big Ben. The Colts let go of Edgerrin James because they had fucking Peyton Manning.
And history says that Saquon's probably only got 4 years left anyways.
Max.
That's what history says.
And you know what else history says, Pizzle? History says the greatest dynasty of all time never paid for a running back. Patriots did it by committee for 6 Super Bowls. Patriots did it by
guys like LeGarrette
Blount, Danny Woodhead, James White, fucking that rookie.
By the way, the Eagles are doing it with the Saquon's backup at Penn State, Miles Sanders.
fucking facts. The Chiefs doing it with Jerick McKinnon
Miles
and
Sanders,
fucking,
who was backup to Saquon at Penn State, is having a better year than fucking Saquon is right now.
yep. The Chiefs got Isaiah Pacheco and fucking Jerick McKinnon. The fucking Buffalo, no, the Bengals were balling with the backup in P-Ryan. When's the last time Mixon really been healthy? They've been balling with P-Ryan for a month. I mean, the Giants, Pizzle. We never won with Tiki, bro. Tiki was the best running back in franchise history. We didn't win with him. We won with Jacobs and Bradshaw twice. Let's call it what it is, Pizzle.
I just don't see Saquon coming back, man. I really don't.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
I can't see it. I just don't. You know what, man? You know who I would rather have instead of him? If we're gonna pay a running back, why not just go give 10 mil a year to Kareem Hunt? That's fair. I think Kareem Hunt will take 10 mil from the Giants. That dude can block, he can catch. He's just as good of a runner as Saquon. Dude led the league in rushing 2 straight years at Kansas City. I think Kareem Hunt will be a hell of a lot cheaper than Saquon. I think we can get Kareem Hunt for like
you just can't pay everybody, Fizz. You can't pay everybody.
You can't. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna go pay a running back, I say let's just go save $5-6 million a year. Go get Kareem Hunt. Give him like a 3-year, $30 million. Give him like a 3-year, $30 million.
Also, some decent running backs in this draft too.
Yeah, and or just fuck it. Give the reins to Brightwell and Breida for a season. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm not above it, man. That dude fucking If you make me look at Livy doing TikTok and she ain't twerking her ass, you getting cursed the fuck out. Real Mouth Scott, I should take your fucking wrench. Oh, go look at Livy doing TikTok. She ain't do shit. Yo, this generation, y'all so fucking pussy with. These girls
they simps, ain't they?
They simps.
They simps.
She ain't do shit. You got to work for my attention out here in these internet streets. I'm sorry. I don't even like girls post that they ain't shaking their ass, bro. You got to do more than smile and do a hand movement to get my fucking attention. I'm sorry. But damn. You know what? Shout out to Taj Pizzle. Taj make a good point. Kareem Hunt ain't getting no fucking $10 million. He ain't never. We might be able to get Kareem Hunt for like $4 or $5 million a year, maybe 6.
Who knows?
I
don't see us paying Saquon, man. I don't see it.
Hell no, we ain't paying Saquon because Pizzle, you said it the best. No, we talked about this on the Devil Fist show. If we were 500, his ass would have got traded anyway.
Yeah.
Only reason Joe Shane ain't trade him is because we was fucking had the winning record. Yeah. And another thing too, Pizzle, I don't think Joe Shane would have gave him a 5th-year option. Have y'all ever thought about that? Gettleman gave him that 5th-year option, not Joe Shane.
Yeah.
Are we sure Joe Shane would have even given Saquon that 5th-year option?
Gettleman was always going to do that because he didn't want to look like a fool.
Exactly. That's a fact. Same thing with Galladay. If Gettleman was still the GM, he'd have fucking forced Galladay on the he'd probably force the coaching staff to do something with Galladay. You know what I'm saying? But so okay, Pizzle. So we're in agreement on the Saquon situation, okay? Before we go to the Commanders game and our picks, I want to do a quick DJ topic real quick. So how do I say this? Are we putting, I don't know how to word this the right way, but are we holding Daniel Jones accountable for Sunday night? Weapons be damned.
I think so.
You think
I think so.
you think
I
this
I
this
think
fork in the road game?
if you want me to go and give everything I got and supporting you, you got to give me something. You got to give me something to back. I can't go into this offseason, Fisk, and then have people who are Daniel Jones doubters say to me, "Yeah, but he didn't win when we really needed him." You know what I'm saying? I can't have that. And
You're
I can
right.
go in the offseason and say, "Hey, when we had to have this game, when we had to win, Danny showed up. Danny showed up.
I was afraid you was gonna say that.
We had 4 games left. We needed to win 2 of them. He got it done. We're in the playoffs. Like that, you got to get at this point, Fisk. You can't start 7-2 and miss the playoffs.
I'm just being honest with you, Pizzle. I feel the same way.
And I know it's not fair to him, but
Not fair, but I feel the same way.
you got to get in the playoffs if you start 7-2. You got to, man. And then you're going against Heineke. I know Heineke.
Yeah, but Heineke got a trio of wide receivers out
he
there,
got Scary
motherfucker.
Terry. He got I know, and he's got Brian Robinson too. Who's running really good.
And fucking that first round pick Dotson was putting in work too.
Yeah. It's a scary ass game. Because you lose this game, it's a snowballs. I mean, it's scary. Shit gets scary, Fizz.
It does.
Especially what I'm about to tell you here in a minute.
Oh man, Pizzle,
because I got a pick here in a minute that you ain't gonna like.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, Pizzle. I feel the same way. I feel like I hate to do it to Danny because it's just like the level of difficulty. Here's the deal too, Pizzle. I want people to understand something. It's not the weapons that I'm concerned with when it comes to Danny, because Danny don't know what it's like to have weapons in the first fucking place. This is normal to him.
That's the thing, though, Fist, is that surely Joe Shane and Brian Dable understand that as well, and they say to themselves, "This kid got us into the playoffs, and he had dog shit out there with him. Why would we move on from him? Exactly. Why would we not give him a chance with legitimate weapons in our system? Why would we not?"
And that's what I'm getting at. So my concern on Sunday, Pizzle, and let's just get into the Commander game right now. Daniel Jones don't know what it's like to have weapons. So I'm not really concerned about Daniel Jones' lack of talent because he's never had talent. I'm worried about the defense not giving Daniel Jones a chance in the fourth quarter. That's my concern because I feel like Danny, we can't ask Danny to go out there and put up 30 points with Slayton and Hodgins. That's not realistic. And didn't Bellinger get a rib injury or something like that versus the Eagles?
I think so, yeah.
So I mean, like, we can't sit up here and say, "Oh, Danny."
And by the way, he got basically 1.5 eyeballs.
Facts, yeah. Dude is fucking Cyclops out there. So it's like we can't sit there and say, "Danny, go put up 30." We can't do that, Pizzle.
No, I'm not saying that, but I need you to make some plays.
Oh, no. That's what I'm getting at. What we asked Danny to do, and I think Pizzle was trying to say this but didn't say it, win the game in the fourth quarter like you've been doing all year.
Yeah.
That's what we want Danny to do. When it comes down to the fourth quarter, if our defense has fought their asses off and given Danny a chance to win that game in the fourth quarter, that's when you make your plays. Like he did it like 2 weeks ago versus Washington. He made the throws. Slayton dropped it. Okay, fuck it. We go to overtime. That fucking ball he squeezed the Richie James in OT. That's the shit that gets you $45 million a year. So we know Danny can do it, and that's all I want Danny to do. I'm not saying, Danny, you gotta win the game and shit like that, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Pizzle. Our secondary couldn't cover Alabama right now. Our secondary is that defense, Pizzle. If Ojulari and Kayvon ain't sacking you, that secondary is not. They can't cover, Pizzle.
Mm-hmm.
It was 4th and fucking 7, bruh.
I know.
You
I know.
got
Look,
four,
dude, I know. I
fourth and
saw.
7.
Don't remind me.
And what the fuck was Julian Love taking that angle for?
I don't know. Xavier McKinney makes that play.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
even get me started on that play because, like, it pisses me off that in a 4th and 7 situation, he throws the ball that far downfield. Your dumbass says, I'm going to try to intercept it. And the better, smarter play is to just knock it the fuck down, because if you knock it down, you get more yardage out of the situation.
Ding, 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 ding,
Because you're
ding.
not going to intercept it and all of a sudden gain that yardage back.
And you know
More
what?
likely, you're going to intercept it and run out of bounds.
You and I both play our fair share of Madden over the years, right, Pizzle?
Sure.
If we were playing Madden, wouldn't we have cut in front of the fucking receiver to pick it, not run in front of him?
Yeah.
If you were going for the pick, wouldn't you try to undercut the ball and pick it? Why would you run in front of the dude like a punt return to pick a ball, bro? When have we ever done that in Madden?
I don't know, man.
Like, I hate to bring a video game into it, but it's like, I think everybody in this chat has played Madden. And if you were playing Madden and you were using Julian Love in that situation, you're running behind the receiver to intercept the ball. You're not going to run in front of the receiver, hold the ball, fall in your hand. You're going to run and try to intercept the ball. The dude was running, Pizzle, he ran in front of fucking Devontae Smith like it was a punt return coverage. Like he was waiting, like he was about to fair catch a punt. He was running in front of Devontae. I was like, huh?
I know.
It's just like, oh my gosh, bro. But anyway, I'm worried about the defense, Pizzle. I think our offense will be fine. But I know we just ripped Saquon for 30 minutes, but he's due for a good game. All right, he ain't been good in a month. He's due for a good game. Daniel Jones always does good shit versus Washington. I'm more concerned with the defense, Pizzle. That's where I'm at with the Washington game. I'm gonna go Giants by a field goal, but that defense makes me nervous, Pizzle. Makes me nervous.
I know. It's scary to even think about. That's why I'm saying these dudes, Lojari, Kayvon, they got to get after the quarterback. They got to go out there and just win, just take over the game for them damn selves. Just take over. Find a way and take over.
They did 2 weeks ago. They did that 2 weeks ago.
Just take over. Yeah, just take over, man. Just take over.
This the game, man. I that's all we got. Those 3 D linemen, Dexter, Kayvon, and Ojulari, man. They gotta. This the game, man. They gotta go out there and say, look, our secondary is ass. We gotta go out there and figure this out.
Yeah.
And I have faith, man. I do. I really think that on a primetime national game, I got a feeling this is where we see the best of Kayvon. I feel like Kayvon's
you drafted him where you drafted him.
Exactly. I think this is the Kayvon game, man. I think Kayvon is going to, because you remember on Thanksgiving, Kayvon was unblockable. I think Kayvon lives for these primetime look at me games. I think we're gonna get the best of Kayvon on a regular basis in these. Remember the primetime game versus the Packers. He had the game-winning. It wasn't an interception. He did something. Kayvon did something to win that game for us. Versus Green Bay. I forgot what the fuck did Chat. What did Kayvon do to win that game?
He tipped the ball up in the air.
I think it was a tip. Or was it a fumble? He did something.
Yeah,
but
it was a tip.
Yes, Kayvon will definitely make the play. No, the strip sack was versus Lamar Jackson. You know what? Yeah, Kayvon's he really has had a lot of clutch plays for us this year, man.
But we need him on Sunday.
We do need him on Sunday because Danny's gonna be Danny. The one thing I say about Danny, and I think Pizzle will co-sign this, is unlike Eli Manning, not trying to take a shot at Eli. Eli, we love you on TV. Shout out to Eli. But the biggest difference between Eli and Danny is Danny is the same cold motherfucker every week. Am I wrong, Pizzle?
I mean, yeah.
He's really the same dude we don't never get a Daniel Jones game that's like, what the fuck? like we really don't
I'm
get
saying we
that.
don't turn the ball over that much.
Yeah, he doesn't. And he be completely like 90% of his passes. We be looking up Daniel Jones be like 13 for 14, 88 yards. Like, what the fuck? It's like he just makes smart decisions, bro. I just feel bad for him, man, because I really feel like Daniel Jones, when he gets some real weapons, he's gonna be a problem, man. He's gonna be a problem. And I just think that this coaching staff, Pizzle, we've seen how creative they've been getting Saquon and Daniel Jones. Like, they come up with a new way to try to run the ball every week. I can't wait to see what them guys are gonna do. We got some wild receivers, man. I can't wait to see them pass plays, man.
Yeah, man. I got to wait till next year.
You know what we don't gotta wait till next year for? These motherfucking picks, Pizzle. What you doing?
I got a good one this week.
What you working with?
I got a good one, but it's not going to be good for Giant fans.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
I hate to say this, and you ain't got to wait long. I'm going Seattle Seahawks tomorrow night plus 3.5 against the 49ers.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think they win the game, Fist. I think they win the motherfucking game. I think they win the motherfucking game.
You know you smoking that good dope, right?
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
You know you smoking that good dope.
I think this is one of the best plays the whole weekend. Really do. I think it's the play of the weekend. Just telling you.
I think you bugging on this one.
I don't think I'm bugging.
You're bugging on that Seahawks defense can't stop a nosebleed.
I'm just telling you.
That dude Brock Purdy
Purdy going to the toughest place to play in the league. That place gonna be rowdy. It's a must win for them. They getting 3.5 at home. Yeah, and 49ers might win, but they win. They only gonna win by field goal.
Oh no, I mean it's a sharp bet. I give you that. It's a short week. The home team catching 3. I get it. No,
and let me tell you, I'll give you a bonus pick too, Fist. That Jags Cowboys game smells a little fishy. Jags might win the game.
Nah.
Just tell me. Something smells fishy about it.
Nah, you know why? Because
that ain't my pick. Seattle's my pick.
Here's the deal with the Jacksonville thing. Here's the deal. The Cowboys already laid their egg last week. They're gonna take Trevor Lawrence serious. They weren't paying no fucking Texans no attention. And here's another thing too. Trevor Lawrence can't play. He's not Daniel Jones. He can't take hits and play well under pressure. We saw that versus the Lions. When the Lions was pressuring Trevor Lawrence, Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, nah, that pass rush, they're gonna shit all over Trevor Lawrence. Nah, nope, not doing. I trust the Seahawks more than I trust the fucking Jaguars.
Bet it. I want the whole damn chat to bet Seattle tomorrow. And if it fucking loses, you can come to Cop Pizzle on Twitter and just take a big shit on me.
Yeah, y'all bet them fucking Seahawks with caution. Proceed with caution.
Don't run to the window.
Proceed with caution on that bet.
Matter of fact, call your mama and ask her to borrow some money.
Pizzle, don't be costing our fucking fans no money like that, bro.
I'm just saying. I call your mama and ask her to borrow 20.
Fist Vegas is gonna keep it simple, like I always do. And we taking the Giants plus 4.5. Washington ain't beating us by no fucking touchdown. The whole world know that shit. Washington ain't beating us by no damn touchdown. So, and we should have beat Washington. Fucking referees calling fucking whatever, bro. But
we lose to Washington, we're gonna have to play taps in here next Wednesday.
No, but here's the thing. No, because Seattle about to lose and Detroit gonna lose. Here's the problem.
I mean, we'll see, but I don't think Seattle losing, Fist.
All right, so let's really run through this shit real quick before we end the show. I need people to understand something. So Seattle is gonna lose to the 49ers on Thursday. They might cover Pizzle spread, but they're gonna lose. They're losing to the Chiefs, and they're gonna split with the Rams and the Jets. They're not gonna beat the Rams and the Jets. So they're guaranteed to lose 3 more games. All right, Seattle was going to lose 3 more games. Okay. Then we head over to Detroit, the other team with the tiebreaker over the Giants. Detroit has to play at the Jets. They're probably going to lose that game. At the Panthers, they probably going to lose that game too. Home for the Bears. Justin Fields almost beat that ass a couple weeks ago. And then they're at Green Bay. And who knows? Aaron Rodgers might. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Jordan Love might give him a fucking game, bro. There's no the Lions pizzle. The Lions are not good enough to just pencil them in for any win, bro. Especially Dan Campbell, dumbass.
I mean,
They're,
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the Lions. I'm a little bit worried about Seattle, and I'm worried about Washington.
I ain't worried about Seattle, bro. Seattle got to play too many goons, bro. I'm just saying in general, the Giants, even with a loss, because if you go to the wild card standings, even with a loss, it's like
I'm just telling you, I'm playing taps next week and we lose.
yeah. I mean, I think we're gonna win. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I don't think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Oh shit! Oh shit! Did it. Henry Cavill out as Superman. Whoa. James Gunn says, Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go, which we couldn't be more over the moon about. We'll be able to share some exciting information about our first projects at the beginning of the new year. Among those on the slate is Superman. In the initial stages, our story will be focusing on the early part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill. But we just had great meeting with Henry, and we're big fans, and we talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future. Henry Cavill then took to Instagram and says, I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and sad news, everybody. I will, after all, not be returning to Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life. The changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them all involved with the new universe the best of luck, and I couldn't be happiest and the happiest of fortunes. Why you gotta be all fucking whatever? But yeah,
Thank you for breaking that news, Fist.
yeah, this is a big fucking deal, bro. This is a big deal. Damn, so they're rebooting the whole universe. That's crazy. I'm be honest with you. You know what, Pistol? Something I'm happy they're rebooting it because like I don't know, man. Just something about the Snyderverse just people just don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't trust it. Sometimes you gotta I love Wonder Woman, I love Aquaman, like I love the way the casting of the characters, but like it's over, man. It's just over, bro. Man of Steel came out 10 years ago. We're like 6 years removed from Batman v Superman. Just reboot this shit, start over again. You know, just reboot this shit. Start over. Start fresh. Um, you can't spray perfume on a pig, Pizzle. You know, you just can't.
That's facts.
What's your what's your take on it?
I mean, I liked when he played Superman.
I did too. He's my favorite. He was definitely my favorite.
So it's kind of sad.
I was more sad about Ben Affleck, but this hurt too. A couple years ago when they replaced Ben Affleck, I was not happy. I was really not happy about that one. But fuck. You know what? I'm gonna give James Gunn a chance, man. Like recast Superman, give us a Black Green Lantern, damn it, and let's go from there, bro. Let's just because like Black Adam versus Henry Cavill, that would have been cool, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, we up out of here.
I appreciate everybody joining us for episode 23.
Yes, this has been episode 23, the Corey Webster episode, and we up out of here. Y'all be safe.